Hello, everyone. Welcome to tonight's program, So You Think You Know Shakespeare, presented by Peter Garino from the Shakespeare Project of Chicago. Before I introduce Peter, I'd like to give a few updates about the library. So the library is open to the public, and we're offering kind of a grab and go service. So this means you can come in, browse the shelves, check out your hold items, and also use your computer for 2 hours each day. We are expanding our hours and services starting on Monday, March 29th. So be sure to check out our website, champaign.org, for additional details. If you don't feel comfortable coming into the library just yet, that's okay. We are continuing our curbside delivery service. This is where you can request items at home and pick them up in front of the library. For more information on that, please visit champaign.org/curbside. If you need help and you'd like to connect with staff, there are a few ways you can do that. So you can schedule a Book a Librarian at champaign.org/bookalibrarian. You can chat with us anytime the library is open, and you can email us at librarian@champaign.org. I'd also like to share a few instructions for communicating through Zoom tonight. So depending on your device, at the bottom of your screen towards the center, you'll see the option to chat, which will allow you to type your message in. You can also raise your hand if you prefer to use your microphone, and we will unmute you. During the game tonight, our contestants might ask for help from the audience. Peter will explain how this will work more in a moment. So if you want to help, just use the chat feature during the webinar. With that said, I'd like to now introduce our instructor. Peter Garino serves as the Artistic Director for the Shakespeare Project of Chicago and will be our host tonight. Thank you for being here, Peter, and I will turn it over to you now.
Well, thank you, Salam, and good evening, everyone. Thank you to the Champaign Public Library for bringing us back for So You Think You Know Shakespeare. Just by way of introduction, for those of you that aren't familiar with the Shakespeare Project, we are a professional theater company up here in Chicago. For the past year, we've been delivering virtual programming due to the pandemic. And we have a couple of programs that we've done in this, what we call edutainment series. And you're going to see one of them tonight, which is So You Think You Know Shakespeare. We also have another program that we've done, which is a lot of fun, called the Sonnet Wheel of Fortune. So both of those are two of the virtual kind of education programs that we've given. But the emphasis for tonight is really to have fun. And it's not a class. You're attending because obviously you have an interest in Shakespeare. And, you know, we're going to have a little fun along the way here. You know, the nice thing about this kind of trivia is that it keeps us in touch with Shakespeare, and in some ways reminds us, you know, how much we've missed him in this past year. So hopefully some of the memories that the game provokes tonight will, you know, will reconnect you with some of your own great experiences with Shakespeare, with the hope that we will get back to some kind of in-person programming. Our next season is scheduled to start in October. And we're really hopeful that if things continue in the right direction, that we may be able to do in-person programming, but that's not by any means a certainty right now. And we have to all do our part in order to make that a reality. So with that, let's talk a little bit about, before we get to the game tonight, I would like to share with you a couple of the virtual programs that we have coming up with the Shakespeare Project. One of them I'm very excited about is a film that we have produced in the past year. It's our first film venture as the Shakespeare Project, and it opens next month. It will have a limited streaming performances in April. And I would like to share with you the trailer for the film, and let me do that now, and I'll come back and talk a little bit more about it.
Oftentimes, to win us to our harm, The instruments of darkness tell us truths, win us with honest trifles, to betray us in deepest consequence.
So that is the trailer to By Help of Devils. That last guy really creeps me out every time I see him. So this is a film which was supposed to be a play, which we converted to film because of what happened last year. And it looks at the perspective of evil from the lens of 14 different Shakespeare characters. So I guess, as I said, we're very excited about it. If you go to our website, www.shakespeareprojectchicago.org, you will see all of the streaming times, and you need to register for a screening, and it'll be delivered again over the Zoom platform. So do that, and you'll get a chance to see it. And then at the end of April, we are starting another program that we're delivering virtually called Reimagining Shakespeare. We have two of our excellent actors, Michelle Shoup and Corliss Preston, and they're going to present a program that looks at how we can keep Shakespeare relevant today, what we can do to keep his timeless works alive and meaningful for contemporary audiences. So that information is also on our website. Okay, so I'm going to go over a little bit of how the game works. If you're familiar with Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, then you pretty much have got this down. Each contestant is going to get 11 multiple choice questions of slightly increasing difficulty. Some of them are kind of mixed up a bit. And each contestant has 3 lifelines, which means you can ask the audience, in which case everyone who's watching this can help the contestant by putting either A, B, C, or D in their chat window. And so that's one lifeline. The next lifeline is 50-50. So we'll take away 2 of the incorrect answers. And the third lifeline is, we don't have phone a friend, but we've got the next best thing. We have a guest actor who is with us tonight. And that is Kate Young, and Kate will help the contestant from her perspective with what the correct answer is. Salem, do we have Kate? Can we bring her on screen? Do we have
there.
her? There she is.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, Kate.
Hi.
So Kate, a little bit about Kate Young. Kate had first appeared with the Shakespeare Project as Volumnia and Coriolanus a few years ago. And she's been featured in many classical regional productions, including The Comedy of Errors at Milwaukee Shakespeare, Romeo and Juliet at the Pittsburgh Public Theater, The Merry Wives of Windsor and Hamlet at the Three Rivers Shakespeare Festival, The Winter's Tale and As You Like It at the Great Lakes Theater Festival, and Twelfth Night at the Pittsburgh Playhouse. Other area and regional credits include Shaw Chicago, Human Race Theater, Chicago Shakespeare Theater, Drury Lane Oak Brook, and many, many others. How are you, Kate?
I'm good, thank you.
So good to see you.
How is everybody doing?
I think we're doing okay. So, are you all set to be a lifeline tonight?
I am set. Can I tell you how I found out about this?
Yeah.
For a second?
Sure.
I get a call from Peter out of the blue. The connection's kind of bad. Somebody's asking me if I want to be a millionaire. I'm not clear what exactly is going on. Then this person says, "So you think you know Shakespeare?" And I'm trying to answer. I think I've read a lot of Shakespeare. I've worked with Shakespeare. I've been in a couple of productions. I've taught it. I've coached it for about 55 years. And yeah, I think I know something about Shakespeare, but this guy sounds a little bit like a gangster out of Kiss Me Kate. So I've been brushing up my Shakespeare. I'm glad to be with you.
Well, good, good. Okay, well, we'll let you turn your camera off
All right.
and then bring you back as you are requested by our contestants.
Okay, I'll talk to you later, and
We'll
I
see.
have a little surprise for you at the end if you have
Yes.
time for it.
Yes, yeah, we definitely will. We definitely
Okay.
will.
I'll say goodbye for now. Bye-bye.
Okay, all right. I think we're ready to start the show here. Let me share my screen again. And here we go. And I'm going to do this. There we go. All right. Can we bring on Lizzie? Are you out there? Salem?
Yes, you should be joining us soon.
There we go. There I am.
Okay.
Hello.
Lizzie. How are you? How are you tonight? Where are you joining us
I'm
from tonight?
in Champaign. Just off Mark
All
Madison,
right.
local.
Great. So tell us what's your favorite Shakespeare play is.
It's probably a toss-up between Merry Wives of Windsor and Twelfth Night. I'm a comedies kind of person.
Oh, very good. Yeah, that's great. Those are both wonderful plays. Well, great. Are you ready to play So You Think You Know Shakespeare?
Let's do it. Let's do it.
All right, here we go. First question of the night. To be or not to be, that is it A, dilemma, B, question, C, problem, or D, quandary?
B, question.
You are correct. That is correct. All right, we gave you a softball there to start out with, but I think you did okay.
I'll take it.
All right, move on. Now, if you notice here on the right-hand side of the screen, you can see what level you are at. We don't have dollars to give away, but you can advance. You start at the knight level, and you'll move up Baron, Bishop, Viscount, Earl, Marquis, Duke, Prime Minister, Archbishop, and then you'll be King or Queen if you get to the very, very end.
I'll take
Okay,
it.
we're moving on. Puck says, Lord, what fools these mortals be. In what play? Is it A, Comedy of Errors, B, The Tempest, C, A Midsummer Night's Dream, or D, Troilus and Cressida?
That is Midsummer Night's Dream. C.
Is that your final answer?
That is my final answer.
You are correct. Very good. All right. So you are at the Baron. Now we're moving up to the Bishop level. Here we go. It's no mistake. This early gag fest is set in Ephesus. Would that be A, The Comedy of Errors, B, The Taming of the Shrew, C, As You Like, or D, Twelfth Night?
Oh, okay. Let's see. I'm pretty
Now,
sure.
don't forget, you have 3 lifelines. So
Yes. Can I use my 50-50 here?
you sure can. So we are going to take away C and D. So it's either A or B.
Okay. A, Comedy of Errors.
You are correct. Very good. All right. Moving on now up to the Viscount level. Who was Shakespeare's wife? Was it A, Dame Lucy, B, Isabel Wright, C, Anne Hathaway, or D, Cameron Diaz?
C, Anne Hathaway.
You are correct. Very good. Now, I can't see the top of my screen here. How can I move this? This is something about, oh yeah. Let me just take this for 1 second. Yeah, placed under a magic spell by her husband, this queen falls in love with the donkey-headed Nick Bottom. So we're looking
Oh,
for the queen. Would that be A, Margaret, B, Tamara, C, Titania, or D, Helen?
oh. Can I pull the audience?
Yes, absolutely. Audience, please help Lizzie out by putting A, B, C, or D in your chat window.
The audience
And
is
Salem, I'll ask you.
saying C.
C. All right. C is the one that sounds most familiar to me. So I'll go with C.
Okay. C it is, and you are correct. It is
Okay.
Titania from A
All right.
Midsummer Night's Dream. Very good. You're almost halfway there. We're moving up now. The location for A Midsummer Night's Dream, would that be
Oh.
A, Athens, B, Cyprus, C, Padua, or D, Mantua?
Oh no.
Where does it take place?
Where does it take?
And you have one lifeline left, which is
I
Kate.
do.
So if you want to use it now, I mean, you can,
Ew.
but
I hate to bring. I might
look
need Kate
for the
later.
location. Okay.
Well, let's talk to Kate. Let's go for it.
All right, we're going to bring Kate on. Kate, can you turn your camera on?
Hello again.
There you are.
There we are. Oh, this is
Kate, Lizzie needs some help with this one. Where is the location for A Midsummer
Lizzie,
Night's
You're doing
Dream?
really well. You're doing really well. Let's see. I'm going to go through this.
Okay.
I've come to wive it wealthily in is from the musical Kiss Me Kate. Not what we're talking about. That would be Taming of the Shrew.
True.
Not C. Is that fair? Can I do this backwards this way, Peter?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. Mantua. There's a duke from Mantua. I have to think of that. Cyprus. I bet that's Othello. When
Yeah.
he leaves with Desdemona. Mantua. Who's in Mantua? There's a duke in Mantua. Anyway, that's not it. And I think the lads, Lysander and Demetrius, are Athenian lads.
Okay.
Is that good enough?
That gives me a Athens.
Okay. That's what I would
All right.
guess.
Is that your final answer?
That is my final answer.
Okay. And you are correct. It is Athens. All
There
right.
we
Well
go,
done,
Lizzie.
Kate and Lizzie.
Thank you.
All right. You've only got 4 to go now, Lizzie, but you have no lifelines left.
No lifeline.
So you're on your own.
Oh,
Thank you, Kate. We'll see you later.
Thank you.
okay. Thank you.
Okay. Next one. Bianca must wait for this bad-tempered older sister to wed before she can. Would that be A, Catherine, B, Rosalind, C, Anna, or D, Olivia?
Hey, Catherine.
You are correct. No doubt about that one. You were very, very confident. All right, 3 to go. He would become King Henry IV. Is that A, Mowbray, B, Gaunt, C, Bolingbroke, or D, Douglas?
Oh shoot. Oh shoot. Okay. King Henry IV. Oh, no, that's the. B, Gaunt.
Oh, I'm sorry, Lizzie. It is Bolingbrook. But you got all the way up to the prime minister level.
Oh,
You
man.
got all the way to the PM level. And if we have time permitting at the end, we'll give you a crack at those last two questions if we have time. But well done. You got all the way to PM. So thank you, Lizzie.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Do we have Kendall? Close this.
Let's see. Yeah, there we go.
All right. Let's see here. Hey, Kendall.
Hi.
All right. Let me get this going here. And how are you tonight, Kendall?
I'm doing great. Thanks. How are you?
And where are you coming? Where are you attending from?
So I'm actually in Wyoming right now. I usually am a Chicagoan, but right now I've been in Wyoming.
Wow, beautiful out there. Do you see any buffalo?
I think I actually saw
Yeah.
deer just like literally 5 minutes ago. So yeah. it's
Oh, nice, nice.
real
What would your favorite what would your favorite Shakespeare play be?
I love also Lizzie, Merry Wives of Windsor, and then I love The Winter Steel. Those are my favorite.
Ah, nice, nice. All right, you ready to play?
Yeah, I'm excited.
Here we go. A rose by any other name would smell A, like a rose, B, as sweet, C, lovely, or D, sour.
Be as sweet.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
You know that, of course. Romeo and Juliet. Very good. All right, let's moving on. Love's Labor's Lost falls into which genre? Would that be A, history, B, tragedy, C, comedy, or D, romance?
I'd say C, comedy.
Final answer?
Mhm.
You're correct. Very good. Very good. Shakespeare and his partners built which theater in London? Would that be A, the Rose, B, the Globe, C, the Moon, or D, the Crescent?
B, Globe.
Final answer?
Mhm.
Very good. Correct. You're moving right up, Kendall. Now up to the Viscount question. Which monarch was on the English throne when Shakespeare was born in 1564? A, Queen Elizabeth I, B, Queen Mary, C, King James, or D, Queen Anne?
I get confused which one comes first, but it'd be A, Queen Elizabeth I.
Okay, is that your final answer?
Mhm.
You're correct.
Okay.
Very good. You're moving right along. Haven't used any lifelines yet. Which play is not set in Italy? A, The Taming of the Shrew, B, Paris, C, Romeo and Juliet, or D, Much Ado About Nothing? Not set in Italy.
Let's do ask the audience on this one.
Okay. So we're going to ask the audience. Audience, please put A, B, C, or D in your chat window to help Kendall here.
Thanks, everybody. I'm gonna go with B. Everyone feels really
The audience is saying B.
Thanks, everybody.
Sounds like B. Okay, is B your final answer?
Mhm.
All right, thank you, audience. Well done. Very good.
Thank you.
He said, all the world's a stage. Would that be A, Jaques, B, Malvolio, C, Boyette, or D, Samson?
That would be a Jaques.
Final answer?
Mhm.
Of course, Jaques from As You Like It said, all the world's a stage. Very good. Moving up to the Duke question. The princess in Love's Labour's Lost is princess of A, Denmark, B, Italy, C, France, or D, Luxembourg?
Hmm. Could I do 50-50?
You can do 50?
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to take away A, Denmark, and D, Luxembourg, which leaves you with B, Italy, or C, France.
I'm gonna go with,
And of course, you still have Kate as well.
oh, I'm not sure about this one. Yeah, let's ask Kate, because I don't know.
All right. Kate, are you out there?
Hi.
Come back, Kate. There you are.
Okay, this is just getting harder.
Unmute.
Right,
So we're down to, is it B, Italy? Is she princess of Italy, or C, France? This is in Love's Labour's Lost.
we know it's not Denmark. We know it's not Luxembourg. We've had a lot of Italy. We think Shakespeare never went to any of these places. Am I guessing or am I hinting? How do I help?
Well, you know, you can answer. You can tell Kendall what you think it is. If you know
Okay.
the answer, you can absolutely tell her. However, if you don't know the answer, you can tell her that as well.
Okay. Well, you know, and I'm also a bluffer. So some actors I know.
No, you don't know. You're here to help her.
Okay.
You're here to help her.
Okay. Some actors I know have done this with a French accent to mixed results. I believe that's so.
Okay, so you think France?
I think France.
Okay, I'll go with France then. Thank you, Kate.
Final answer?
Mm-hmm.
You are correct.
Oh,
She's the princess of France.
Yay, thank you.
that was very
Very
tricky.
good. All
And,
right.
Romero, wherefore art thou Romero? Beautifully done. Okay, that was tricky.
All
That's a
right.
good
Thank you. Thank you, Kate. We'll see you in a bit. All right, Ken, you're doing great. You got 3 to go. Are you up for these last 3? Here we go. Shakespeare was one of how many children in his family? I'll say it again. So Shakespeare was one of how many children in his family? A, he was an only child. B, 4. C, 5. Or D, 8.
So I know he had a sister, so I know it's not A. I'll go with B4.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. The correct answer is 8.
Oh my goodness.
Unfortunately, several of them died from the plague during their childhoods, but he was one of 8 children. So you made it up to the prime minister level as well. And again, if we have time, we will come back to you to try to get those last 2 questions at the end.
Awesome.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Kendall. All right. Now let me get my next game ready here as we move on. And we're going to go to Grace next. So let me just close this. And Grace, you can get ready. So this is going to be number 13. Or, oops, let's see, it should say. Yes, okay, this should say Champaign, but we won't worry about that. Are you out there, Grace?
Yes, hello.
I can't see you.
You can't?
No.
I can see myself and you just fine. I'm not
Okay.
sure what my video is doing. It's definitely on.
Okay, you ready to play?
Yes.
All right, here's your first question. Here's your first question. Brevity is the soul of what? Is it A, God, B, man, C, wit, or D, shortness?
It is wit, but I do not see your screen share, Peter.
Oh, you don't? Okay, I'll hold on one second. I'm sorry.
Thank you. But it is wit.
There
It is
you
in
are.
fact
I
wit.
see you now. I got to share my screen here. Hold on. All right, now. Are we back in business now? You can see it
It's
now,
not
right?
quite loaded yet. I cannot see it yet. There it is. Yes. C, wit.
Oh,
Thank you.
can't? Okay. Okay, and that your final answer?
Yes.
That's it? Okay. Very good.
Thank you.
You got that right. So, moving on to your next question. Juliet's cousin who is slain by Romeo is A, Benvolio, B, Aaron, C, Tybalt, or D, Peter?
C, Tybalt.
Final answer?
Yes.
You're correct. All right. Which is the name of a Shakespeare character? Is it A, Hoops, B, Balls, C, Puck, or D, Bats?
C, Puck.
You must have liked hockey, I guess, right? Final answer?
I like hockey. Yeah. I like air hockey especially. Yes. Final answer.
You are correct. All right, moving on to the Viscount. In The Tempest, Prospero has been banished to A, the mountains, B, an island, C, London, or D, India.
An island. B.
Your final answer?
Yes.
You're correct.
Okay.
Next one. Hamlet's closest friend and only major character left alive at the end of the play. Would that be A, Polonius, B, Rosencrantz, C, Horatio, or D, Guildenstern?
C, Horatio.
Final answer?
Yes.
Okay, you're moving right along and you have not used any of your lifelines yet. Let's go to the next question. Which of Shakespeare's playwriting friends wrote a dedication to him included in the first folio? Would that be A, Ben Jonson, B, John Fletcher, C, Thomas Middleton, or D, Thomas Heywood?
A, Ben Jonson.
Final answer?
Yes.
You're correct. Very good. Moving up to the Duke question. Portia, Brutus's wife in Julius Caesar, killed herself by A, throwing herself off the top of Capitol, B, drowning, C, swallowing fire, or D, falling on a sword. Now you've got all three of your lifelines, so
I do, yeah.
you're in good shape with 4 questions to go.
C, swallowing fire.
That's your final answer?
No, I would like to ask I would like to use my lifeline with Kate Young. I have never read this play.
All right, so you're going to bring in Kate right now.
Yes,
to
please.
help with this question.
Yes.
Kate, are you there?
Here. Yes, I'm here. I don't
you
have
are.
that screen up.
Kate, how does
You don't
Portia
see the
kill herself?
PowerPoint?
Right. Okay. Here we go. Drowning.
The choices are A, throwing herself off the top of the Capitol, B, drowning, C, swallowing fire, or D, falling on a sword.
Okay, this is a hard one. Julius Caesar's probably the first play any of us used to get in school and would either hang in there and love Shakespeare or give up on him altogether. So, Roman play. Throwing herself off the top of the Capitol sounds more like
Lady
Greek
M.
drama, sounds more
Yeah.
like Hecuba, sounds more like somebody not Shakespeare.
Okay.
Drowning sounds like Ophelia.
Mhm.
Don't know that Shakespeare wanted to repeat himself. Swallowing fire, I can't think of any character who swallowed fire in the Shakespeare plays.
Mhm.
And knowing that it's a Roman play and a sign of heroism and great honor among the men in war would be D. I suspect that Portia, as a worthy Roman wife of a nobleman, might choose that.
Like Lucrece did?
That's a good reminder. Yes, she also, Lucretia, Greek or Roman?
Roman, or
Roman.
kind of beginning of Roman, right? Yeah.
Right, so this is Roman.
Yes.
Yes, so well done. I think bonus points, Peter, for bringing Lucretia in here.
Yeah, D, falling on a sword, Peter.
So is that your final answer? Now you can remember you've got 3 lifelines. You've just used one of them.
I think it's gonna have to be.
Okay, so you're saying D, falling on a sword. Final answer?
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
I love throwing herself off the top of the Capitol though, but I think that's Lady M, but maybe they both do it.
Oh, that's a
Well,
good.
don't forget, you have 2 other lifelines. You have the 50-50. You could take away 2 incorrect
Yeah,
answers.
can
and you can
I?
also
Can I
ask
take
the
the
audience.
50-50? Yeah.
You want to take the 50-50?
Yes, please.
Okay. So we are going to take away
Mm-hmm.
A and B. So the correct answer is either C, swallowing fire,
Mhm.
or D, falling on a sword.
I think it is D, falling on a sword. Yes, Kate is correct. I believe so. Perhaps.
Final answer?
Yes.
I'm sorry. The correct
Yeah.
answer is C,
Swallowing fire.
swallowed
Yeah.
Oh
fire.
my gosh.
Yeah.
Sorry, I let you down, Grace.
That's
I don't
okay.
know.
That's okay. All right. You
Okay.
made
Don't
it to the Duke level, Grace. And as I said, we will come back if we have time, which I think we will, to go over some of these other questions. Yeah, but
Thank
there
you
you'll see the
both.
reference where it's described how she killed herself. The idea being that she actually swallowed burning hot coals is what I believe
sure.
it was.
Thank
something like
you.
that. Leave it to Shakespeare. Thank you, Grace. We'll see you later. And now we're going to bring in Sean. Sean, are you out there?
Muting, hi, and starting video. Hi,
All right.
here I am.
1 second. Let me do the sharing here, and I'll be right with you, Sean.
Okay. So impressed by all the other contestants so far. The bar has been set very high.
Sean, how are you?
I'm fantastic.
And where are you? Where are you
Well,
tuning in from?
I'm usually in Chicago, but right now I'm in Arizona, and I know this is supposed to be Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, but I'm more of a Hollywood Squares kind of a match game sort of guy. So I got a little evening beverage going. So hopefully that won't impact my ability to have some answers here.
Very good. Very, very good. Well, you know how the game works, Sean. You got the 3 lifelines. You ready to play?
I do. I've gotten great. I'm
we
glad
go.
I'm going last. I feel like I can kind of use everybody, see what everyone else has done, and use it to my advantage.
All right, here we go. First
Okay.
question. Daughters does Baptista have? How many daughters does Baptista have in The Taming of the Shrew? Is it A, 1, B, 2, C, 3, or 8?
Oh my God, this is hardly the softball that everybody else got, but I
Oh,
am.
come on.
I mean, I know that I hope, God, I hope I do not embarrass myself. I probably should go for a lifeline. I think I know the answer to this, and I'm going to say 2. B, final answer.
Final answer. You are correct. Woo! All right.
Okay.
Your next question, moving up to the Baron level.
Okay.
Finish the title. Much ado about A, anything, B, something, C, nothing, or D, everything.
That is pretty funny. See, I thought this to me is a softball, so I'll go with C, much ado about nothing.
Final answer?
Final answer. Yep.
All right. You're correct. There's your softball. All right. Here we go. The mother of Hamlet is A, Regina, B, Gertrude, C, Philomel, or D, Agnes.
Gosh, it's funny. You know, these are things that you would be like, oh, I know that. And then when you're here on camera and looking at 4 answers, all of a sudden they all seem like they could be possibilities, but I'm going to go with B, Gertrude.
Final answer?
That's maybe my final answer and maybe my final question, depending on how this goes.
You are correct, sir.
Woohoo!
You got it.
All right.
All right.
What am I now? I
Henry
can't even pronounce my title. I'm a Viscount.
Viscount, yes.
Viscount.
Henry V courts the princess. Henry V courts the princess of A, Ireland, B, Germany, C, Belgium, or D, France.
Okay, I'm going to go to one of my lifelines here because I just want to narrow this down a little bit, and I'm going to go 50-50 on this.
Which one do you want to use?
50-50, please.
You want to use 50-50. Okay.
Yeah.
So we're gonna take away A and B. So the correct answer is either C, Belgium, or D, France.
Well, now looking back on that, I feel like I could have taken those 2 away. I was hoping you'd take one of the other 2, but okay. I'm going to go with the audience just so I don't want to blow it early here. I feel I got to smoke them if I got them. So I'm going to go with another lifeline here and ask between C and D, audience, what do you think?
Okay. Audience,
Everyone-
please help Sean with either C or D.
Okay, so it's clear
The audience is saying D.
Yeah, there's complete, and this is what I wanted to say, but we already had a princess from France, so I doubted myself, and so I'm going to say D, France, and I've blown 2 lifelines on an answer I knew. So I'm very
All right.
disappointed in that being my final answer, and
But you
I'm
still
sure
have-
it's correct.
You still got, and you are correct, and you still have Kate left, so don't worry
I
about
do.
that. She's
I do.
gonna
Can
be
I have
racing
another
the hole there,
lifeline
okay?
called Ask
right.
My Off-Camera Wife? Is that possible?
No. You're in the hot seat.
All right, I won't.
No other cheating. Here we go. Next question, moving up to the Earl.
Okay. Come on.
Yeah, so name the speaker who says this: the quality of mercy is not strained, it droppeth as the gentle rain from heaven. Is that A, Rosalind, B, Portia, C, Jessica, or D, Nerissa?
You know, this is Merchant of Venice. I was in this play. I should know this one. I'm going to go B, Portia.
Final answer?
Final answer.
You are correct, sir. Merchant of Venice.
It's a good
All
one.
right, moving up to the Marcus. Here we go. Your next question. The stage direction, exit pursued by a bear, appears in which play? Would that be A, Cymbeline, B, A Midsummer Night's Dream, C, Pericles, or D, The Winter's Tale?
All right, so I have a lifeline here, but I feel like I know the answer to this one, so I'm gonna learn from my past over-reliance on the lifelines. I'm just gonna go with what I think it is. D, Winter's Tale. Final answer.
Final answer?
Yeah.
You are correct, sir.
Oh, thank God. I would have felt so bad if I didn't get a chance to talk to Kate and got eliminated without getting a chance to talk to her. Okay. Woo!
All right. Moving up to the next one is the Duke question for you. Here it is. Name the play. I come to bury Caesar, not to praise him. Is that A, Troilus and Cressida, B, Antony and Cleopatra, C, Corius, or D, Julius Caesar?
I got lucky here. I've said this line. This is the first Shakespeare play I ever did. D, Julius Caesar.
Final answer?
I hope so, if I said it so confidently.
You are correct. And you see, you got a softball question here pretty late in the game.
You know,
you're very lucky here.
I got a little bit lucky.
All right, let's see now. You're going to move up to the Prime Minister question, and this is where Kendall and Lizzie had trouble. Actually, now you've gotten past where Kate went. So let's go now. Here's your Prime Minister question. Here it is.
Yeah.
When we first see Friar Lawrence in Romeo and Juliet, he is A, saying mass, B, hearing confession, C, tending to plants, or D, writing a sermon.
Okay, I think
one lifeline.
Yeah, I think I know this one, but I do not want to blow this, and I also just want to talk to Kate and say hello and introduce myself. So I'm going to call in Kate, and I'm going to get a second opinion on what I think this is. So I'm going to go with Kate on this one, please.
All right, Kate, are you out there?
Here I am. Thank you.
There she is.
I want to know which part Sean played in Merchant of Venice, and I want to know if he's one of the salads.
I don't remember the name of my character, but I can tell you what I did. I was at the top of the show, and I was one of the guys that was talking about, oh no, we've lost so many boats, and it's so disastrous. All these boats are gone. Can you believe all these boats we lost? How is that helpful?
Oh, I think that was a Celerio or Solanio.
One of those two. I was one of those two jokers at Straw Dog Theater 100 years ago.
Twin parts. Thank you so much. I was curious about that. Okay. Friar Lawrence. Is this a play you've done?
Which way are you leaning on this one?
Should I reveal? I don't want to bias Kate, so I'm going to keep that to myself, but I do think I know this, Kate, but I want to hear what Kate
thinks about this.
Okay, let's
You can see the screen, Kate?
I can, thank you. We'll do some elimination. Saying mass. I think mass is not said in Shakespeare that I remember. Interesting, Shakespeare was Roman Catholic, I believe. Hearing confession, nobody else is there. And I believe it's Romeo who comes to him first with his dilemma. We don't see Friar Lawrence writing a sermon ever. So I think he's out doing a springtime kind of thing.
I also remember from the Baz Luhrmann, I feel like there's a scene with Peter Postlethwaite, like just kind of doing that, like in a nursery or something when he comes. So maybe I'm remembering that wrong, but that was my inclination as well. And now I'm happy that I called you in, but also a little regretful because I feel like I'm going to need you next round. And so, yes, I agree with Kate. I thought C as well.
Final answer?
That is our collective final answer. Yes. 50-50 me,
We're
50-50
in this
Kate.
You are
together.
correct.
Yes.
Yes.
You are correct.
Thank you. Okay.
All
Thanks,
right.
Kate.
Thank you, Kate.
Thank you.
All right, we're moving on now, Sean, to the Archbishop question, and here it is. You've gone farther now than anyone else tonight. Here's your question. The savage and deformed character in The Tempest is A, Aaron, B, Caliban, C, Loten, or D, Demetrius?
I'm really exceeding my own expectations on this. I have to just say that right on. So I'm going to go B, Caliban. Amazingly, I know the answer to that.
Final answer?
Final answer.
You are correct, sir.
Oh my God.
All right, drum
Unbelievable.
roll. Here is your final. Here comes your final question to take you to the king level.
I'm
You get
ridiculous. I
this
don't know,
right,
my
you will
competitive
have
juices
won
are
the
kicking in.
game.
Yeah, okay. All right.
You have no lifelines left, so you are completely on your own now.
Uh,
Here we go.
No.
Sean's final question. Name this famous Desdemona. Is that A, Sarah Bernhardt, B, Elizabeth Powell, C, Maggie Smith, or D, Sarah Siddons?
I'm just gonna go with. I know I got a 25% chance of getting this right just by kind of throwing a dart at it, but I feel like that looks like Maggie Smith. Not that I haven't seen Maggie Smith, in anything, Harry Potter movie and some other things, but Maggie Smith. I'm gonna say that's Maggie Smith.
Final answer.
Yep. Final answer to the final question.
Congratulations, King Sean. You've won the game. That is Maggie Smith from Laurence Olivier's, I believe it was 1964 production of Othello.
Oh my
so
God.
yeah, we haven't seen her looking like that in quite some time. Well, congratulations, Sean.
Well, thank you.
You
Thank you.
are,
This is
first
a huge upset. Nobody relies on the dramaturg with Chicago Shakespeare more than me. So this is quite an upset.
All right. Thanks, buddy. We'll see you later.
Thank you,
And
everyone.
we'll get ready
Thanks,
for our
Peter.
next contestant. We'll get ready for our next contestant now. Let me just close this and get the next, oops. All right, I have to do that. Let me get my next game up here. 15. All right, and I'm gonna share my screen. Do we have Chris? Chris Prince, are you out there, Chris? Hello, Chris.
Yes. Hello. Hi.
Hello there. Where are you joining us from tonight?
I'm in Chicago.
All right. Very good. And what would be your favorite Shakespeare play?
I would think either Much Ado About Nothing or Hamlet.
Very good. All right. You ready to play?
Yes.
You've got your 3 lifelines. You've got your coffee. And you're ready to go. Here we go. First question. Beware the Ides of March is from this play. A, Julius Caesar, B, Antony and Cleopatra, C, Coriolanus, or D, Timon of Athens?
I'm going to go with A, Julius Caesar.
Final answer?
Yes.
You are correct, sir. Next question. Claudio and Isabella are major characters in this play. A, Much Ado About Nothing, B, Measure for Measure, C, The Comedy of Errors, or D, Cymbeline?
Not Claudio from Much Ado. I'm going to go with B, Measure for Measure.
Final answer?
Yes.
You are correct. Moving right along to the Bishop question. Edmund's half-brother in King Lear is A, Edgar, B, Oswald, C, Kent, or D, Tom?
Well, that's interesting. Not poor Tom. I'm going to go with Edgar, A.
Final answer?
Yes.
You are correct. Next question. Viscount question. His diabolical plotting leads to the destruction of Othello and Desdemona. Would that be A, Roderigo, B, Christopher Sly, C, Iago, or D, Gratiano?
C, Iago.
Final answer?
Yes.
Okay, you are correct. Question. Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Is a line from A, Romeo and Juliet, B, The Passionate Pilgrim, C, As You Like It, or D, Sonnet 18?
It sounds like it could be from all three of those first three, but I'm going to go with D, Sonnet 18.
Final answer?
Yes.
You are correct. All right, you're moving right along. Haven't used any lifelines yet. Here is your Marcus question. He, not Mark Antony, is the first to address the crowd after Julius Caesar's murder. Would that be A, Sin of the Poet, B, Brutus, C, Cassius, or D, Augustus Caesar?
I'm going to go with B, Brutus.
Final answer?
Yes.
You are correct. Moving right along to the Duke question. Fitting families in Romeo and Juliet are the Capulets and the A, Rossinis, B, Medicis, C, Montagues, or D, Solaris?
I think I want to ask the audience for their opinion. All these Italian names.
Okay. All right, let's go. Audience, please, can you please help Chris with this one? That's going to be, is it the feuding families in Romeo and Juliet are the Capulets and the A, Rossinis, B, Medici, C, Montagues, or D, Solaris? What are they saying, Salam?
The audience is saying C.
C. I'm going to go with the audience. C, Montagues.
Final answer?
Yes.
Very good. You are correct. Thank you, audience, for helping Chris. Moving up to your Prime Minister question now. The first name of Shakespeare's father was A, William, B, Henry, C, John, or D, Richard?
I'm going to go with John. C.
Final answer?
Yes.
You are correct, sir. John Shakespeare. All right, 2 to go and 2 lifelines left. You're in good shape, Chris. Here's your Archbishop question. In A Midsummer Night's Dream, Duke Theseus is engaged to marry this queen of the Amazons. Would that be A, Hippolyta, B, Titania, C, Tamara, or D, Isabella?
Well, we had the question about Titania earlier, didn't we? I'm going to have to go with A, Hippolyta.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
You are correct. And now you have one final question to reach the king level, and you have 2 lifelines left. Here it comes. Let me see. Name this actor who played the younger version. You see the younger version of this actor when he played a title role in Coriolanus, a 2011 film. This is not him in the 2011 film. This is a younger version of that actor. Now, would that be A, Daniel Day-Lewis, B, David Tennant, C, Alan Rickman, or D, Ralph Fiennes?
I might as well use my lifelines. Could I go for the 50-50? I think I know who it is, but let's get rid of 2 of them.
Okay. So we're going to get rid of David Tennant and Alan Rickman. So it's either Daniel Day-Lewis, A, or D, Ralph Fiennes.
David Tennant would be a really interesting Coriolanus, and so would Alan Rickman. I think I know.
And then you still have the other lifeline.
Yeah, might as well. Let's get
You
Kate.
can bring in Kate if you.
Kate, what do you think?
All right. Kate, are you there?
Coming.
Kate, Young, are you out there?
It took a little while to get
Okay.
permission. Doing well, Christopher. Okay.
So we're down here to A. Is this actor? Did we say it was A or D? This is a photograph of the actor who played Coriolanus in the 2011 film. The picture is not from that film, but it's a younger picture of him,
I see.
obviously in some kind of Shakespeare. Is that Daniel Day-Lewis or is it Ralph Fiennes?
Want to take him home. Just what a gorgeous shot. I believe Daniel Day-Lewis has done some other things of Shakespeare, not this. And Ralph Fiennes, I think, just did the Coriolanus, if not the 2011 one that's later than that even. And this is a young Ralph Fiennes. Hard to tell from the profile, but just gorgeous as a young actor, maybe in his 20s. What do you think, Christopher?
I think you're right. I think I'm going to have to go with Ray Fiennes.
It's the mouth, right?
Yeah. I've never seen a picture of him that young.
Ah, anyway, just gorgeous. How are we doing?
All right. Is that your? So you're going to go with D, Ralph Fiennes, for your final answer?
Yes. Final answer.
Congratulations, Chris and Kate. You have reached the king level. You
Well
did
done.
it.
Thanks, Kate.
Very
Well
good.
done.
Good,
Wow, great
good
picture.
use good use of your lifelines as well. Thanks, Chris.
Thank you.
All right. And we have, I think, one more contestant here. Let me close this out. And when you're ready, Helene, you can come on camera. And where
Yeah.
are you calling in from tonight, Helene?
I'm calling from Niles, Illinois, to be more specific.
All right. So you know how to play the game. You're the last contestant of the evening, and we are ready to go. Here's your first question. Ready?
All right. And my palms are
Here it is.
sweating.
You have 3 lifelines.
All right, here we go.
Okay. Let's see. Just one second. I can't stick that. The hilarity of this play involves 2 sets of twin brothers and lots of mistaken identity. Would that be A, Twelfth Night, B, Love's Labor's Lost, C, The Comedy of Errors, or D, As You Like It? Talking about 2 sets of.
I'm
twin
just gonna
brothers
go.
and
I'm
lots
gonna
of
go for it
mistaken
because this is supposed to be a softball, So if I go out, I'll just get it over with. I'm going to say The Comedy of Errors.
Okay. Is that your final answer?
Yes.
You're
Wait,
correct.
I lost. Okay,
Moving
there I
on.
am. All right.
The play Macbeth is set in which country? Is it A, Wales, B, Scotland, C, Northern Ireland, or D, England?
B, Scotland.
Final answer?
Yes.
You are correct. All right, moving up to the bishop. Juliet's companion who helps raise her is known as A, Susan, B, Nanny, C, Aunt Hyacinth, or D, Nurse.
Nurse. D. Yes, final answer. Yes.
You are correct. All right, moving up to the Viscount question. What did Shylock demand of Antonio as interest for his loan to him? Was it A, 5% the amount of the loan, B, 10,000 lira, C, nothing, or D, a pound of flesh?
That would be D, a pound of his flesh.
Final answer?
Final answer.
You are correct. Very good. Moving up to the Earl question. What role did John Gielgud play in Richard Burton's 1964 production of Hamlet? We're looking for the role that Gielgud played. Did he play A, the ghost of Hamlet's father, B, Claudius, C, Polonius, or D, the gravedigger?
Okay, I think I
And of course,
know
you got
this.
3 lifelines.
Yeah, I think I know this, but I'm going to ask the audience, please. Audience, do you guys know it?
Audience, please respond. A, B, C, or D?
Looks like the audience is saying A.
Okay, that is not what I
Audience
thought,
is
but I
saying
have no idea. So I'm gonna go with the audience and say A. Final answer.
Final
Yay.
answer. You are correct. And thank you, audience, for helping out Helene on that
Thank you,
question. Very good.
audience.
All right. So you've used your ask the audience.
All right, I'm gonna cross it off
All
my
right.
list.
You got 2 lifelines left, and we're moving on to your Marcus question.
All right.
Next one. Prince Hal called this character fat-witted with drinking of old sack. Would that be A, Bardolph, B, Mistress Quickly, C, Falstaff, or D, Bolingbroke?
I would think that would be Falstaff, C. Final answer.
Final answer? You're correct. Very good. All right, here's your question. Romeo wished to be a glove on Juliet's hand so that he might touch this part of her. Would that be A, her leg, B, her chin, C, her cheek, or D, her hand?
Okay, I'm going to use 50-50.
Okay. So we're going to take away A and B. So it's either C, her cheek, or D, her hand.
Okay, well, hand seems obvious since the glove would go on her hand. So I'm going to call in the wonderful Kate, please, and see if Kate knows.
Okay. All right.
Okay, coming.
So
Yes,
Kate,
I
are you
am
there?
here.
So we're down to two choices. Romeo wished to be a glove on Juliet's hand so that he might touch this part of her. Would it be C, her cheek, or D, her hand?
Right. And A is out, leg. We lost that one because that would really be a scandal. And
Yeah,
I
we
don't see
lost-
the screen, but tell me what was B.
A-
We lost B. B, well, there we go. Her chin. Right.
Right, that was chin.
Right. And
Right.
that's out.
And then we have, so it's either the
Yeah,
her cheek or her
I
hand.
like Helene's instinct that a glove on her hand is pretty obvious, so hand would maybe not be up to Shakespeare's best standards. And she is on the balcony with her cupping her face with her hand. And it's fun to know that Shakespeare's family were glovers. So that's kind of fun. At any rate, she's on the balcony with her hand on her face.
Yeah, Kate, I think I'll go with that too. I think it would be C, her cheek.
We think that's
That's final
up to
answer.
Shakespeare standards.
Yeah.
Final answer.
Yes.
Well done, you are correct.
Yay.
I might
Kate.
touch that
Yay,
cheek.
well done, her.
All right.
Oh, that
very
I
good.
might touch
Yeah,
that
I used
cheek.
up all my lifelines.
You're out of. You've used up all your lifelines, so now you're on your own. You got 3 questions to go. Here you go.
All
Prime
right.
Minister question. The historical play that dramatizes the events which led to England's break with the Roman Catholic Church. So this is a history play that dramatizes the events, leads to the break of the Roman Catholic Church. Would that be A, Henry VI, Part 2, B, Henry VIII, C, Henry V, or D, Richard III?
All right, I'm out of lifelines, so I'm just going to go Henry VIII. Yeah.
Okay, is that your final answer? You are correct, of course. Henry VIII's refusal, or the Pope's refusal to annul his marriage to Catherine of Aragon led to the break with the church and the establishment of the Church of England. You've got 2 to go. Here's your Archbishop question. Nerissa is Portia's waiting maid in this play. Is it A, Julius Caesar, B, The Merchant of Venice, C, Troilus and Cressida, or D, The Winter's Tale? Nerissa is Portia's waiting maid in this play.
Okay. I don't really know. So I'm just going to guess. I don't have any more lifelines. So I'm going to guess Julius Caesar, A. But yeah.
Julius Caesar, is that your final answer? Okay. I'm sorry, it was Venice. So
Aw.
Portia's the waiting woman in Merchant of Venice. But you did very well. You made it all the way up to the Archbishop level. And I believe that's all the contestants that we have tonight. So Salam, would you come back on now? And we're going to talk a little bit about our, let's see, I'm not sharing. And there you are. And we have some books to give away, right? Salem, that courtesy of the Shakespeare Project.
Yes.
And I think we have 4. So you have some name. You've got some names in a hat that you're going to randomly pull now.
Yes.
And
I put the
if
names.
you are picked, then yeah, if you are drawn, please just email Salem your mailing address, and she'll get it to us, and then we'll get your book to you. So we have. First of all, I want to say everyone did fantastic tonight. That was really good. Congratulations also to Christopher and Sean for making it all the way to the end. You guys were great. This was a lot of fun. So go ahead, Salem, and we'll draw the 4 names.
Yes, congrats again to our contestants. And I put the names of all our contestants in this library mug. So I will shake it and choose 4. Okay, so the 4 who will get a book sent to them are Sean, Grace, Kendall, and Christopher.
All right, congratulations, and again, thanks to everyone for tuning in tonight, and again, thanks to Salem and the Champaign Public Library. Christopher, Grace, Sean, and Kendall, be sure that you email Salem with your mailing address so we can get you your book. But anyway,
Yes.
Thanks to everybody for tuning in, and we hope to see you again next time.
Thank you so much, Peter, and thank you, Kate.
All right, thank you, Kate. Yes, thanks, great work.
All right, well, thank you everyone for coming. We hope you enjoyed this program. We hope to do it again soon. This was fantastic.
All right, we'll see you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Have a good night, everyone.